Who is a zombie's favorite Wild West hero? The Lone Ranger. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Monday. I think it's Monday. Time has sort of lost all meaning to me. But welcome in. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you're doing well. I hope your Halloween season is treating you well. Hope you're having plenty of enjoyable spookiness. And thank you for being here tonight. We have Sir Punks-a-Lot first in chat. Good to see you, Punk. Followed by Dead Zergling, Uncle Muscles, Sir Rack of Lamb, Lucent Jelly. I think I caught everyone. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Thank you for being here. Very happy to be back with you. Shadowplay, welcome in. Thank you for being here as well. What an excellent pumpkin you got there. Very nice. Looks kind of like Jack Skellington, the eyes. From the stream title, tonight should be about a 20-minute stream. Yeah, streaming until the baby wakes up. Everything with the delivery went very smoothly. The baby man, as he is known around the house, he's doing quite well. It's been a little bit, it's not all been super easy. It's a little bit rocky the first couple of days home, and everything takes so much more time than you think it's gonna take. Everything takes so much more time than you think it's going to take. Oh, hey. Thank you for the resub, Jelly, and J Money Club, welcome in. Thank you for the 200 bits. Jelly, 40 months. Thank you, thank you. 40 months. My goodness. That's almost a year. And thank you for activating the hype train. By no means, don't let that pressure you to donate. Your support is very much appreciated, but please never feel any obligation or pressure. This game, I love this game, Uncle Muscles. I love this game. The manual for this game was awesome. I did actually read the manual to this game once long ago. This is one of my childhood games, so this is not a blind playthrough. I've played this game a lot. I don't know it super well because I never beat it as a kid. I could make it up to about level 40 when I was a kid. I could make it up to about level 40 on my best runs. And we played it a couple times on stream. I did beat it once on the stream. I have beaten it once. But there is an asterisk by my name in the records. Not of my own doing. I unknowingly took advantage of a gigantic cheese when I beat the game, and some would say I never really did. And I say it's not my fault. The game gave me a gift. I think a lot of people are going to be happy to see Frownie playing this. I hope so. Frownie should consider games that can be played with one hand marathon. Good for holding a baby while playing. Well, let's see. That would include, what, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? I only need one hand for that game. There's probably a lot. I mean, basically any NES game, if I played it on the Switch, I could remap the buttons to play it with just one hand. I could play everything with one Joy-Con, or preferably half of the Pro Controller. If I have the D-pad and 2 shoulder buttons, I could use my nose to press start in a pinch or select. The Tommies, welcome in, Tommy. Good to see you on. Had a feeling some time would pass before we saw you again after the birth of your son. Yeah, I'm actually back probably a bit earlier than I should be. When we're definitely not going to be back to the former schedule. I would say tentatively consider tonight a one-off. Oh, I didn't see your message, J Money. Sorry for my slowness. Thank you very much. Thank you again for the 200 bits, but thank you for the GGs. Creating a small human achievement unlocked. So we approach my son's 1-year birthday. I can tell you there is a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel, Tommy says. Punk, thank you for the gift sub. Very much appreciated. Who did that go to? Fractal Cactus. I don't know if you're lurking, but take a key for coming in. Let me, sorry I'm so slow catching up with the chat here. I just want to make sure I get to everything everyone has to say. Does having a second player increase the difficulty? I actually am not sure. I've played this game more single player. I have played it I have played it with other people from time to time. I played it with my dad every now and then. Not a lot. I don't think he was super into it. And I played it with my cousin. But I think more than that, I've just played it alone. 40 is far. Yeah, so I think there are 48 levels total, if I remember correctly. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have a lot of hope of actually clearing this game tonight. I've got a notebook with me, and I'm going to take notes while I play, because I think my odds of beating it are very, very low. So I'm gonna try to learn about it, and we'll make more runs at it, because I want to beat it properly without the cheese that happened the first time. And to do that, I'm probably gonna need to have a more detailed knowledge of the game. So I'm actually gonna take notes as I play about where some important items are. I'm not gonna turn down some tasty cheese, Jelly says. Well, I am this time. but no, my first victory I'm still happy with. It's a lot of Zapper games for one-handed. Evil Knievel and Jump King one-handed. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I think technically you're right, Zergling. I just love seeing the monsters in the manual. I never really saw them in the game. The fish guys are my favorite. Oh, the fish guys are brutal, Punk. They're one of the most destructive enemies in the game. The late levels, there's only one neighbor are hard because the game will try to kill said neighbor the moment it's on screen. If both players aren't in good sync, can prevent someone from getting there in time to stop it. It forces a game over. Yeah, you gotta hang on. You gotta hang on to your neighbors into the late game as much as possible. Solo might be best. You have to stay on the same screen. It can be troublesome with 2 players. Well, communication is key, right, Uncle Muscles? You have to figure out which enemies to use on which weapons. Yeah, and I know some of the rock, paper, scissors of the game. I know that, fire hydrants are good on the blobs. And I think bubbles are good on the ants. And sodas are good on the Chucky dolls. Silverware is good on the werewolf. But I'm not expert at everything. Oh, and welcome in, Lord Malik. I don't think I said hello to you. I read your comment and didn't welcome you, but welcome to the stream. I never could finish it, but came very close. This game is fire. It'll be fun to learn with you. Well, why don't we, we'll press some buttons. We'll press some buttons then and get to it. There's no options. Let me reset my audio real quick. Alright, I don't know who we played as last time. Let's play as Julie. Immediately, I didn't remember which button does what. It's been a little while since I've actually had my hands on the game. I may reset if I get off to a really bad start and lose a neighbor or waste an item right at the very beginning in the first few levels. I may reset early. To give us the most advantage going forward. But I am going to be playing... I hope. We'll see whether or not I stick to it. But I am going to be playing in a way that explores the levels pretty thoroughly, so which is not to our advantage in the late game. Because it's more important to me on this playthrough to learn about the levels than it is to win the game. So... because you don't have to leave the levels immediately, right? You can spend some time exploring and hunting down extra items, and you really want to do that if you're trying to get all the way through this game. So but, you know, the more time you spend on the levels, the more, like, resources you consume and health you lose. So there's a give and take there where you have to choose wisely which levels you hang back on and which ones you abandon quickly. And I don't know which levels are best for that, so... Okay, I don't have any keys. I want to waste my health, so I'm going to leave that clown up there instead. I don't care if I waste a clown. I'm clown enough, I have it covered. Julie's cuter, Uncle Muscle says. It's hard to choose between those rad 3D glasses and the purple jacket. They both got style. Chozo, welcome in. Welcome back. Thank you, Chozo. Thank you for being here tonight. This game is evil. I love this game. It's so difficult, though. So, spoiler alert, I'm going to explain how I beat the game before. I'm going to explain how I beat the game the first time, and it's going to spoil a super cheesy strategy, so if you don't want to hear it, then you don't want to listen to the stream for, like, I don't know, maybe like 2 minutes. Turn your volume down. Yeah, I'm gonna explain real quickly one of the mechanics and how I accidentally took advantage of it and cheesed the game. But here's what happened. So in this game, you exit a stage whenever you collect the last neighbor who is available. And that's on every stage. That rule holds true. And there are some stages where there are bosses, and you would think that you would be trapped on the stage until you defeat the boss. But that is not necessarily true. It's usually true because the game will hide one of the neighbors behind the boss character. So the only way to get to the final neighbor is to defeat the boss. So that's how they trap you on the stage and force you to fight the bosses. But there are scenarios where that neighbor that is stuck behind the boss can die. No! Ah. See, right there. I actually should reset the game right now. We'll play a little further. And so, what happened was on the last stage, I arrived there with 2 neighbors still intact. And one of them was behind the last boss, and one of them wasn't. And while I was exploring the level, unbeknown to me, I mean, I heard it happen, but I didn't know what was I didn't appreciate what was going on. The neighbor that was behind the final boss died. And so when I collected the other neighbor, even though it wasn't behind the boss, but just randomly out somewhere in the level, when I collected the last neighbor, the door appeared, and so I finished the last level, and the game was over. And I never fought the last boss. But it's not my fault, because I didn't even know that was I didn't even know that cheese was a possibility. So that's why there's an asterisk by my name in the, like, you know, in the ethereal zombies ate my neighbors, like, imaginary leaderboard out there. I beat the game, but it was at the, it was only because of a cheese, but it wasn't a cheese I purposely enacted. I didn't even know about it at the time. If I had employed it on purpose, I would have felt pretty bad. But as it is, I'm kind of amused. Alright, I think I've pretty thoroughly explored this level. Alright, and so see, the kind of thing I'm going to be taking notes about is like right here. Level 2. Level 2 has a monster potion and a mystery potion. Actually, these might be randomized. We'll play a few levels, and then maybe we'll reset and see if they, and see if these items are randomized, or if they appear in the same places. I'll write a note about where they were. Monster Potion was in the house. Mystery Potion was in the bush. I'm wondering if they're random as well. Yeah, we'll, you know, no one, don't look it up. Don't tell me if you know. We'll find out together. I like working out the science. What a strangely laid out house that is, Punk says. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure the architecture in this game is enough to just melt your brain, right? Whoa, that was close. Another double-edged sword of this game is, like, in order to do really well in this game, you want to have a whole bunch of items in your pocket. But the more items you have in your pocket means the more junk you have to scroll through when you're in a tight situation and panicking. How have I already lost so much health? Where did I take all that damage? Oh, probably from the monsters in the drawers. They're the worst. They're the worst part. It's fun to think about if video game buildings were real. Well, one of the things that troubles me about this game is, if the buildings are real, the thing is, no one in this universe has a roof on their house. Because any enemy that has, like, an airborne, like, projectile attack, it will attack you even if that enemy is outdoors and you're indoors. And that's just not right. That is an immersion-ruining experience. Oh, I picked up another potion. I need to make sure I write all my notes about that. I think that potion is always there, also. That potion is definitely not random. So I can say with confidence that some of the items are not random. No, the health never refills unless you refill it via items. You don't get any free health. Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Congrats on Frownie Jr. Thank you, thank you. When's the co-op Mario Brothers stream? Might be a couple weeks. Might be a couple weeks before he's ready to join me. Alright, that was a mystery potion, not a monster potion. Level 4. This is awesome. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. No, go get the clown, not me. I don't want to use a whole lot of these bazooka blasts. I'm definitely going to be using them, but, you know, just hopefully not too many. Does he know I'm here? Oh, the wrong button. I can't keep track of what fires my weapon and what changes my weapon. I make a lot of mistakes at a moment of panic. Okay, there's a monster potion, there's a health. The fire hydrant, that's awful. Oh, cool. That's basically exactly what I wanted him to do. Alright, let's just hope there's another thing. On levels like this, where you are heavily incentivized to use the bazooka, you get a point bonus if you don't, typically. Oh, I think I put myself in a bad situation. I think I'm locked out of getting some cool stuff now. There's probably something over there on the left. I've been contemplating resetting since I lost that neighbor on the second stage anyway. It's a trash can, so there's definitely items in there. I don't think it's possible. All right, I am gonna take it from the top, so I don't mind that these guys are attacking me right now. Let me write a couple notes. There was a, what kind of potion was it? Monster potion. There's a med kit. And a fire extinguisher. Did I call it a fire hydrant earlier? It was at this moment Frownie realized he doesn't know how to spell the word extinguisher. Alright, that was in a bush near the toddler. Hey, P-Pen, welcome in. Yeah. I couldn't watch. What are these guys up to? Hang on, wait a minute. They've just completely forgotten all about me and are engaged in their own entertainments now. I've never seen them behave like this before. Amazing. Clip, Frownie can't spell. I cannot. Master Tuesday, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Fire putter outer works too. Oh yeah. The passwords are absolutely useless. Yeah, the passwords are absolutely useless in this game. Don't be fooled. That's it, Shelly. The music in this game is just so good. When you hear it, you can't help but dance. Oh, the chainsaw dudes partnered up to bust a move. Yeah, we're. So I'm playing with the objective. I'm not super concerned about beating the game tonight. Um, I'm more concerned about thoroughly exploring and learning details of the levels. My goal isn't to scrape a victory. My goal is to become better. My goal is improvement. So I'm taking notes. I'm writing myself notes about each of the levels here. What good items are hidden on each level and where they can be found is what I'm hoping to have a list of for myself by the end of the night. At least for a good chunk of the game. Alright, we'll alternate between the two characters every time I reset. Hopefully we won't reset too much, but we'll see. I mean, if I get really far into the game and it looks like I have a shot at victory, like I got a lot of neighbors and a lot of good items, I am gonna go for a victory by the end of the night if it's within my grasp, but it's not my priority. A lot of the items and stuff in this game are random, so sometimes when I make a note, it's gonna end up proving to be untrue and worthless in the long run, but they're not all like that. A lot of the better items in the game are, I think, non-randomized. I'm gonna make the decision to not waste a key on that door this time. How did I end up with 3 keys? I only remember picking up 2. Oh well, I'm still not going to waste a key on that door. Oh. That's a waste. I wonder if that's always a monster. I'll write a note to check for the slime monster. In the cabinet near the toddler. And I actually think that I'll just go ahead and reset and check that right now. Sorry for the slow method of reset, but I don't have anything that I can reach my Super Nintendo with currently. And I don't want to get up to mess with it. Hope everything's going well. Tuesday had said. Thank you for the good wishes, Tuesday. Sorry it took me a long time to read the rest of your comment, but yeah, things are going pretty well. I was saying that the delivery was really smooth, and you know things are a little bit rocky when we first brought the baby home, and there's still a lot of like it's an awful lot of work for being such a small guy. He sure needs a whole lot. So we're very busy, very tired. I was saying everything takes longer to do than you think it will. But these are it's all good problems to have. All of my problems are good problems. I played and beat all 3 Ikari Warriors on the NES last week, Sirac of Lamb says. Not sure if you've played them, but the first game is so long and excruciatingly slow. You would love it, Sirac of Lamb says. No, I've never played any of those. I think I only own the second one. I think I own Ikari Warriors 2. I didn't mean to let the demo start playing. But no, I haven't played any of them. Oh yeah, the werewolf potion. The werewolf potion is key. That's the one. I always call it the monster potion. Yeah, there's one. Oh. You actually need to get a bazooka on this level. What are the chances of that? RNG. Probably real slim. Okay, so I have 3 keys now? I do. Alright, well, you know what? I am going to waste a key over here this time. On the long shot. Oh, it gave me a key back. That's not bad. Didn't do that last time. I'm going to say on the long shot that turns out to be a bazooka. Now, is this always a monster? No. Alright, so I can cross that out. That was just RNG. Yeah. Most of the items are RNG. Most of them are RNG. But definitely not all of them. There are a few places where I know you can reliably get potions. Well, particularly potions. I know potions are reliably spawned in a few areas. And see, that potion there, that was a potion last time, it's a potion this time. That'll always be a potion. A lot of the items that sit out are fixed. So that's why my notes aren't completely useless. Oh. The stuff that's in the chests, I think is always random. And then the cabinets or whatnot. Okay. So this was a mystery potion last time, and it still is. That was the only other good thing I found on this stage, I think. All right, we're doing all right. Whoa. Yeah, the best items in the game are largely fixed. It's though you can get really good items out of the random spawns too. Oh, please stay away from me. How is Jelly? Jelly's doing all right. She's naturally doing a bit of recovery. And no, everything went smooth. We didn't need a C-section or anything like that. It was a mildly, like, everything went really smoothly, but it's still a mildly harrowing experience. Just to be in the delivery room. It's a lot more slow and surreal a process than film and television might have you believe. That's what I learned. All right, so I have to use a key or a bazooka to get this potion. There's no. Oh no, I didn't. I wasted a key. All right. All right, I forgot to write down there's a med kit on this level. And that's behind the glass at the start. Just the process, I'm hoping that just the process of writing down these notes will lock more of these items into my memory, that it won't be something I'll have to refer to all the time. But just the process of taking notes will hopefully make me smarter. You have a friend due in December? They already said that they're going to do the C-section. My cousin said his brain went into such overdrive when his wife was delivering that he fainted. I don't think there was any danger of me. I don't feel like I felt any danger of me fainting during the process, but there were times where I was averting my gaze because I didn't want to feel overly squeamish. I decided to strategically, courageously look away. So, neighbors won't usually die off-screen. They can die off-screen, particularly if they're just a little bit off-screen. If they're a ways off-screen, if there's a little bit of distance, then they usually won't die off-screen. But they can, especially if they're close to the edge, like I said. So, if you see where one is, but you don't see a clear path to get to it, and you're afraid enemies might be nearby, it's really wise to retreat and to try your approach fresh and from a more profitable angle, or like right there. See, they weren't on the screen, at least not for me. He still got him. Your field of view might be slightly wider than mine in the capture, I'm not sure. Well, she's a goner. He opened that for me? That's amazing. I didn't even know he could do that. Run! This is going very badly. Okay. Now what's important is to see what's over here that I missed last time. And hopefully it's more bazooka shots. Ah, it is. Okay. So see, that's a thing to know. I need to prioritize getting up here to the top left. Yeah, I didn't get to open this one last time. That's an enemy? Is it only an enemy? That is only an enemy. Can I get over there to those trash cans? I don't even think getting over there to those trash cans is possible. It's fine, I'm not ready to leave yet. So this was a fire hydrant last time, so I think this is always a fire hydrant. Medkit. This will be a potion? Yeah. I feel like I thought those were switched last time. Okay. So, monster potion and medkit in bushes. They're all in bushes. In the middle. Bazookas in top left of the map. Need bazooka to reach. And troll bush in top right. Enemy inside. This level always scared me, Punk says. Yeah, this level right here, like this level is where the game starts getting serious. My curiosity is not satisfied regarding these trash cans. Ah! Alright, I think those trash cans are just decorative. I know there's stuff you cannot reach. I know this is true. Because I saw a cabinet on the other stage that there was just no way to get to. So, these trash cans are a joke. They're there to get me to waste my time, and they succeeded. So let's get out of here. Level 5. Alright, there was a lot to learn about that stage. And, like, I lost a lot exploring it. Oh, massive destruction bonus. Let's go. I lost a lot exploring it, but I learned a lot of valuable stuff for next time, so that's fine. So far, there's been on level 2, 3, and 4. There's been a potion. There've been 2 good items on every stage so far. Like 2, like potion, medkit, 2 extraordinary items, and those bazookas are really good too. There were also bazookas on stage 3, but they're out in the open, so I don't need to write a note about them. They're impossible to miss. Out of bounds trash cans don't surprise me the way these houses are designed, but I'm glad you looked. So I think you only get passwords. It's not after there's. I don't think there's a password after every stage. It's every 4 stages. I think you get a password. But they don't. They don't save any of your inventory, and that's why the passwords in this game are basically useless. I don't recommend even bothering to write down the passwords unless you just want to explore levels, kind of like what I'm doing tonight. Um, there could be some benefit to having the passwords to conveniently explore some of the later levels, though none of your inventory is saved. So if you need like keys or bazookas to explore a later level, using the password to get you there won't even let you look around. But you're having a robust inventory is vital in this game. There's no way around it. Without a robust inventory, you just go home. Don't even bother playing. So the passwords don't do you any good. You really want to start from the very beginning of every run if you're serious about beating this game. If you're like crazy good at it, like maybe you can start in around the middle, but you really want to fill your pockets. So, and also, it's a fun game, so, why cheat yourself out of levels, with the passwords. You start from the start, you get to spend more time having fun. Ooh, a skeleton key. Hang on, that cannot be a standard spawn. The skeleton key is like amazing. Top tier item. I'm writing it down, but I think that was a random drop. I would know. I would know about that skeleton key if that was standard. There's no way I wouldn't. That's too good of an item. Skeleton keys are typically a reward for defeating like large like boss or mini boss type monsters. So to get one for free is a huge deal. This guy operating the grill, sometimes you'll find burgers on the ground near him, and if you pick up the burgers, it restores your health a little bit. So med kits aren't the only thing that give you health. Sometimes you find burgers. Wow, I'm maxed out on the weed eater. That's pretty incredible. Okay, cross in the trash can. Cross is a good item too. Okay, I think that's a free med kit. I think that's always there. I think I picked up another med kit earlier too, didn't I? Med kit. I did, but I don't remember where. This whole note-taking thing is not going to go very smoothly if I forget half the stuff I find. Please stop wasting my health. So the plant monsters have the potential to drop items. I don't know that I properly appreciated that before now. Because the one of them dropped a key, but they don't always drop an item because the second one didn't give me anything. And that, oh no, that did 2 damage? I lost a life. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I've pretty thoroughly covered this map. We got a couple med kits. I can't remember any areas that I didn't see. I'm gonna write a note. 2 med kits? Question mark. One. Oh, I was gonna say 1 in each house, but that's not exactly right. One in house bottom left. Other middle right question mark. The best kind of notes, the most useful notes are at least half questions. The more riddled with uncertainty your notes are, the more useful they are. Just like Frownie enjoys Punch-Out so much every single time. I do want to get back to Punch-Out. I need to get back to all the stuff we're working on, right? Punch-Out, Dark Souls, Pizza Tower, now Metal Storm. Every game I started up, I'm not finishing anything. They're all sitting collecting dust. And I'm getting rustier and rustier. Maybe next month, though. Maybe next month we'll be able to get back to our regular projects. Is that a master key? Yeah, so the skeleton keys are good for, there are particular skeleton doors that are locked with the skeleton keys, and there's usually a neighbor or very high value item, a very powerful item behind a skeleton door. And the skeleton keys are the only way to open a skeleton door. And you usually only get skeleton keys from difficult enemies, but sometimes you get one as a random item drop, and it's really, really good. Yeah, backlog November. Yeah. We may have a legit run. Well, the last level, I lost a lot of resources on the previous level, so we'll see. I lost a life and I wasted a whole med kit. Yeah, with enough rust, imagine how exquisite the suffering and relearning will be. I mean the enjoyment. Precisely, Zergling. That's secretly my strategy, is to forget so much about Dark Souls 2, I'm basically restarting. You're set up better right now than any of my playthroughs ever were, Uncle Muscle says. Yeah, we're not bad. We're not terrible, but I have lost more than I would if I were not putting such a premium on exploration. Oh yeah, Jump King. How could I forget Jump King? It was actually already mentioned tonight. I'm blocking it out. Yeah. Malachite says, I think it's good to play short, enjoyable games like this while your stream's in flux due to the newborn. Yeah. Then that's exactly what I was thinking, Malachite. I wanted to focus on stuff that I could, I want to focus for a little while on stuff that, like, basically, like, that's, like, one-off type material. Not that that's what this is, because I am hoping to reconquer this game, but yeah, just stuff that's like shorter play sessions, so that so my nights don't stretch on endlessly, and things that I have more fun than suffering with. For the next little while. This is not a short game or enjoyable for that matter, EpiPen says. Well, I mean, a playthrough typically takes about 3 or 4 hours, I think. A casual playthrough. That's not too terrible. And we'll have to agree to disagree on the enjoyability. Okay, these, like, pyramid levels. Gotta keep my eyes peeled for secret passageways, because huge potential for secret passageways in these levels. Basically, you just have to watch the border and look for these, like, dark bricks, so that you can go downward through. What was that? It made a noise like I picked up an item. I don't know what that was. Ah! I think they're pretty safe from enemies. I'm gonna leave them there and let them be the last one I collect. I don't think an enemy's gonna have an easy time getting up into that area. That being said, I don't know if I'm gonna have an easy time getting back up into that area. These mummies used to terrify me so much when I was a kid because it seemed like they took an impossible amount of health. They only take 5 hits. They only take, like, knowing it only takes 5 damage, or 1 if that happens. My fear of the mummies is greatly reduced. They seemed like indestructible to me when I was a kid. But they're really not that bad. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Okay, nice. Secret passage. I haven't found any truly amazing items yet. Oh, and did I say welcome to the stream, Derek? Thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome in. Oh, Salem, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the bits, too. Very much appreciated. Let me just pause for a moment here. I'm way behind on the chat. Do you ever have an easy time with anything in a game, Frownie? Arguably, the first time I beat this game, I got real lucky. Depending on how you look at it. Craig, welcome in. Always happy to have you here, my friend. Searching the sand is kind of satisfying. Oh yeah, I missed a lot of the I missed a lot of the chat. Frownie's always trying to convince us to enjoy a game by suffering through it. I can get to this level pretty easily, but that's about it before I throw my system in a fire, EpiPen says. I like this game. I think this is a fun game, just a bit hard for my taste, Salem says. Yeah, it's really tough. It's really, really tough. I did buy Echoes of Wisdom, but I don't want to talk about it at all. As I'm sure you probably know. I did buy a copy. We'll play it on the stream, but it'll be a while. So if you want to play it before watching the stream, you've got a bit of time. Greg says, why does the guy in this game look like / remind me of a 2D version of Cloud from Final Fantasy VII? Probably the hair, I guess. How's the new family? Everything's going well, Greg. Thank you for asking. Delivery was real smooth, and, the past 2 weeks have been a little bumpy. We're not getting a lot of sleep. We're keeping real busy, but it's all good problems to have, of course. Abibin says, I'm looking for some fun 2-player games, preferably co-op on NES through PlayStation 2. I've never played it, EpiPen, but I hear Goof Troop on the Super Nintendo is a great co-op game. I've been keeping myself in the dark about it so I can play it with Jelly someday. But, so I can't, it's not a personal recommendation, but it's one I've heard. Mansta, welcome in. Thank you for the congrats. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, when let's see, that's the thing. When I would play this, it would used to be when I would play this, Uncle Muscles, I would use the bazookas on the mummies. Because it seemed like they took so much damage. Like, because when I would fight them, I would just panic all the time. That they didn't die in, like, one hit, like the regular zombies. And so I would panic and I'd waste my bazooka on them. But yeah, now that I know it's only 5 hits, I definitely want to not waste my good weapons. If I can avoid it. Alright, I actually do have to waste a little bit. Because I've blocked up all the passageways. All the one-way gates. Maybe not. Let's go. I can't believe there are no good items on this stage. There's no... I didn't find any medkits. I didn't find any potions. I mean, I probably just missed them. Excuse me. I'm gonna write that I found nothing, but I'm gonna leave myself space to write notes in the future. Level 7. Chippendale. Chippendale games are good. Mansta's recommendation. Mummies just want to be left alone, man, Punk says. Nightmare on Elm Street supports up to 4 players co-op. Cows, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're well. Gook Troop is great, Uncle Muscles agrees. Watch the new Hellboy movie tonight. It was good, Derek says. By new, I don't know if you mean the one that came out a couple years ago, or if there is another new one that I've never heard of. But glad you enjoyed it. I think I saw the original Hellboy 1 a long time ago. I think I have a copy of the second one on DVD, but I don't think I've ever watched it. Contra and Super C are amazing co-op. I love those games. I've never played either one with another person, though. It's always been solo for me. My only gripe with this game is the enemies shouldn't respawn. I mean, some enemies don't. Yeah, I think I think if the enemies didn't respawn, it would really trivialize a lot of this game. Battletoads co-op is fun. Mansta's got all the recommendations. Budafingers, welcome in. Congrats on starting a no reset run of Parenthood. Good luck. Thank you, Buddha. Yeah, I need the good luck. Definitely appreciate the good luck. Things are going well. That might have sounded like I was implying things are going poorly. That is not true. Been a few bumps, been a little bit of bumpiness here and there, but we are very happy with how things have been rolling along for us. There is another new one from this year. I didn't hear about that. Got Transformers Galactic Trials on the Switch. It's a lot of fun, Derek says. Right on. Been playing Luigi's Mansion 3, which is a great co-op game, Punk says. I started Luigi's Mansion 3. I need to do a full playthrough. I started it, and it started off real fun, but I didn't make it all the way through. New babies are nothing if not bumpiness making machines, Cal says. Oh. Jelly said she was gonna listen into the stream. Jelly said that she was gonna listen into the stream and hear what I had to say about the baby, and I was like, well, there's really not a whole lot to talk about yet, because it's kind of like eating and sleeping are really his only interests so far. There's not a whole lot to his personality as of yet. He's mostly pretty laid back though. He's not super fussy, as long as he's fed. The only thing that really seems to get him upset is hungriness. He's pretty chill about pretty much anything else going on in his environment. Good move, Frownie Jr. This will fool the parents into having more. Yeah, so right now he takes after Dad then. He's got two of my three interests. Sleeping and eating. If he likes video games, that'll be it. The whole set. Takes after your chillness. Yeah, the doctors, right after he was born, the doctors were having a tough time getting him to cry. Like, not like they weren't like worried, like it wasn't like he wasn't breathing or anything like that, but just he didn't feel the need to cry for I don't know, the first several hours. Our first kid was super easy and laid back, Zergling says. Next two, not so much. I remember to keep my guard up. I'll remember to keep my guard up if we end up having more. So we've had a lot of people come in. Just we're playing through Zombies Ate My Neighbors tonight. My goal isn't necessarily to beat this game tonight. I will, of course, if I get far along and have an opportunity, try my best to beat it. But what's more important to me is spending a bit of time and exploring and learning about the levels. So you're going to hear me thinking out loud a lot about the details of the levels, and I'm taking a lot of notes. Because I'm hoping that the act of writing down details about these levels will imprint the information into my brain so that future playthroughs will be smoother and more successful. Exploration is cool, Malachite says. It's that kind of game. Yeah, I like that there's a lot to find and figure out. Alright, you, come on. Come fight me. I made this werewolf afraid of me. Ah! Oh, come on. Key, nice. Okay, do these chests require a key? They don't. It looks like there's a lock on the front, so I thought it was costing me a key to open them. So that's good that it's not. That's an invincibility potion, by the way. The thing I just found. Not sure if that's a random drop or not, but I'm gonna write it down anyway. In chest near cheerleader. My birthday was Saturday. Well, happy belated birthday, Derek. Into lunch and shopping with the family. Sounds like a good way to spend the day. Whoa, there's two of them. Let's go. So I'm writing a note about... I think those two werewolves that I defeated just now were one of the neighbors. One of the neighbors is two people that count as one. It's a group of, like, tourists. And I think on levels that have werewolves, if you don't collect them fast enough, they actually become werewolves. So when on levels where werewolves are an option, if I have the ability, I need to write down where they are so I can prioritize collecting them before that happens in the future. On platform to the left and down. I think that I lost a neighbor because of my slowness there. It's a weird mechanic with those two that I don't completely understand. They bought the Transformers game for you. I hadn't heard about that one, but I'm not surprised there's a new one with the movie they just put out a while ago. So it looks like this room is a waste of a key, but there's actually a secret passageway here. There's a bunch of money in there. I thought this was leading to that money, but I think, yeah, there's a Frankenstein in here. Can I get that doctor too? Nope. Instead, he hurt me. Okay, cross is good for the Frankenstein. One up. Very nice. Okay, so secret passage behind empty locked door. Top right. Frankenstein battle. Then there's, what did I get? Invincibility. Potion. Med kit. And most importantly, the 1-up. The location of 1-ups. The location of the 1-ups is the thing that I need to discover more than anything else. I'm going to put a star next to every level that has a 1-up on it. Oh, look. You see these tanks that have blue liquid in them? I wonder if this is the laboratory where the invincibility potion was invented. And the monster potion. Look on the table. There's a red jar, too. This looks like a skeleton key. That's the skull on the floor here. That's the same kind of skull that goes on the top of the skeleton key. I think this stage is pretty well cleared. I do want to grab that cash, I think. Congrats again. Hope baby Frownie isn't being too much trouble. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate the congrats. And yeah, things are going well. Uh-oh. Alright, so there's a boss on this stage. And it's gonna be very difficult to not lose one of our neighbors. Level 8. Saw Joker 2. It was so bad, Derek says. I was very let down. Yeah, I didn't see the first one. But that's generally what I'd kind of heard. Most people didn't seem to like the second one that much. It's not even really a musical. Those parts are so quick, it's pointless. Uncle Muscle says no thank you. Keep the notes in case I ever want to RA badge this game. First Joker movie is very good, Malachite says. Yeah, I heard a lot of people like the first one, but not a lot of people like the second. But I don't know. I wasn't really planning to see either one. Okay, I think I want to use an invincibility potion here. No, I lost one of the neighbors. You see what's going on? This giant baby boss running around, just, ugh, it's a nightmare. I can't, when you're invincible, you can't do anything. You can pick up stuff that's, like, out in the open, but you can't open anything, you can't use a weapon. Ooh. What am I doing on keys? Got a few. Pick up that box too. I don't know if a box is more useful than a bazooka bullet or not. Oh, another box. So normally my strategy for fighting this giant baby would be to use the monster potion. But I think if I hang back, I can maybe, if I'm willing to be patient. Nope. Well, I found a safe spot to stand, but I can't actually return fire. My plan was bad. I can't fire over this hedge. Oh. I didn't use my med kit. I definitely don't want to get flattened. That's something that can happen to you, too. Alright, well... let's just use the monster potion. Get back here. I think there's probably somewhere I can stand and cheese it if I really try. But we'll save that. I don't want to waste 1,000 lives trying to figure it out. I'll try it a little bit every time we get here. This is not going well. Oh, that was bad. Alright, I'm not going to use another one. Where are you? I feel like this is a good place to stand. This might be the place to stand. If I'm really patient, I can probably stand here. So you see, that skeleton key was a really good find because, well, never mind. I guess, I was gonna say finding a skeleton key would let me skip this boss fight, but I don't know that that's true. Because I wouldn't be able to collect this, toddler. I don't know. I don't feel like I did this stage very cleverly. There was actually something there. Well, now I have to check. If there's anything in here. There's nothing. There's nothing. They hit a pile of coins behind a tree so they get me to come in here and check, and then there was nothing. Oh. I wonder if I open this up, if this would be a safe place to stand and fight the baby from. But it costs me a bazooka to do it. Over here is probably better. We'll have to check behind every tree now. Alright. Med kit. At bottom in house. Level 9. Here we go. There's a lot of safe strats for the baby. Well, I've failed to figure any of them out. I think the safest strat would be just to not get into a fight with a colossal baby that can run at the speed of light, Tuesday says. Did you pick up the Switch re-release of this, Sirac of Lamb says. Came with Ghoul Patrol. Curious if you played Ghoul Patrol. No, I didn't, Sirac of Lamb. I didn't pick this one up on the Switch. I figured I had the Super NES version already. I don't actually own Ghoul Patrol, but we could maybe play it on the flash cart at some point. I've never played that one. I've heard it's not as good, but I'd still like to give it a try. It's going as expected. Going well isn't the way. Ironic, your first day back, you're fighting babies. It's a tough game. Very, very tough. Very tough. I've only made it to the end once. I've only ever made it to the end of the game once. Hey, Sark, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you as well, my friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you've been doing well. You're just in time, Uncle Muscle says. At least there's passwords. Well, I find the passwords to be... I lost one. Alright, levels of these blobs are a big problem. I'm not good with these blobs at all. I know what they're weak to, though. They're weak to cold, so... Popsicles? Never mind. Fire extinguisher? They are weak to the popsicle. My aim is just garbage. This is why these blobs are a problem. Some of this goo lands on your head. That's it. You're automatically taking 3 or 4 damage, and you're helpless in the meantime. It's really bad. Where am I supposed to go? I'm not gonna bother defeating them because they just respawn. Oh, yeah, that's right. I turned back. I should have kept going up over here. Yeah. Because the passwords don't save your inventory, and because so much of this game is about having lots of good items, I find the passwords to be almost entirely useless. I would concede that they're theoretically good for practicing later game stages, but... Oh no. The popsicles are trash. Oh. And I'm dead. For a moment, I thought that was my final life. Ooh. Hang on, question mark. That's good. That means that's for a bonus level. I need to write this one down. So that's in a bush on the top. And that popsicle throw is pretty specific. This feels like Fester's Quest. Yeah, Fester's Quest is like... Yeah, it's like the mirror universe version of this game. There's a med kit, but it costs 2 keys to get to it. Now, I used that med kit early. Really, really early, because I don't want to die. So I know that was kind of wasteful. But again, the goal is exploration and knowledge ahead of winning the game. So I want to check the rest of the stage. And I think the stage has been checked. So let's get out of here. Alright, so there's also a med kit behind 2 doors. I have no more lives. Next death is it. But I should be able to get a life. I should be able to get another life on the bonus stage. Top right. Behind 2 doors. Bonus level. Fester's Quest had useful passwords. Did it really, though? Is any password that starts you at the very beginning of the game really that useful? Always had issues with the packs of pop, but they're good if you can angle them. Oh yeah, the soda cans I find to be really useful. But does Frownie use passwords though? Good question. Yeah, Punch-Out has no passwords. Hey Shadow, welcome in. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Watching horror movies for October, Derek says. It's the time of year to do it. I think there might actually not be any enemies on this stage. I guess there's a plant up there. There's at least one enemy. There's a plant up there. Key is a nice find. I'd rather play horror games than watch horror movies, Uncle Muscle says. I mean, I pretty much always go for games over movies myself. I don't never watch movies, but I don't watch a lot. Alright, so there's a monster potion, there's a 1-up. There's a med kit. I knew that there was going to be a 1-up, because there's always a 1-up on the bonus stages, I do believe. I think that's all the good stuff. I think I grabbed every item that was up here. Yeah, I think we got everything. I shook my own confidence a little bit. No, I'm dying. This 1-up is about to be pointless. Alright, monster potion. These are obvious items, but I'm still writing them down. Med kit. 1-up. And all of these are at top in field of deadly plants. So we need to make sure we have a lot of Weed Eater when we get to this bonus stage. Weed Eater is vital. The invincibility potion would also be good. I like sitting down with a good drink and watching some bad horror movies, Sark says. It's a good way to spend an evening. When I was in high school, my best friend and I like to go to the movie rental place and pick out like whatever the worst looking horror movie we saw on the shelves was. Things like, what's it, Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. Yeah, I don't know where all the bonus stages are. That's a big part of what tonight is about too, is trying to figure out where all these bonus stages are. Thing is, I don't actually know how many bonus stages exist, so I won't know if I found them all, but finding as many as I can and taking good notes about their location. It's going to be a big help to me. It's going to be a big help to me. Stage 10, let's go. Oh, they're rude. I hadn't even taken a single step and an axe comes flying at my face. Oh my goodness. So I think this is the 4th time we've played this on the stream. It's the... We've only played it 3, maybe 4 times. I think we've only played it 3 before tonight. The first night we played it, I made it to level 20-something. Like 24 or 26. Maybe. I don't know who died. I didn't see. I got stuck. I know what stage I got stuck on. It's one of the shopping mall stages. I got stuck because I didn't know that you can jump off trampolines at a diagonal. And you're required to do that for one of the stages. And I didn't know it was possible. And so I was stuck and I was just exploring the stage trying to figure out where to go for an hour. Until I eventually just lost all my lives during exploration. And it was only at the very end. It was only when I was down to like my last piece of health on my last life that I figured out that you can do diagonal jumps. And I did one and then I died immediately. Excuse me. So that was pretty horrible. Our second run, we, second time I played it, I'm not even going to pick those popsicles up. Those are trash. I think I made it to level 40-something. And just typical, ran out of lives, ran out of health, ran out of resources. Lost all my neighbors. Just some typical death. Typical game over. No real interesting story. And then the final time, the third time we played it, I beat the game. Kind of. I made it to the end of the game, but I unknowingly, accidentally, employed a massive cheese. And actually ended up skipping the final boss. So I've never fought the last boss in the game. And that's what this is about. Is, I'm going back to it now because I want to become good at it, and I want to beat it properly and actually face the final boss. No! I think that soldier is actually still alive. I think I was able to scroll him off the screen fast enough that he's still alive. He's definitely terrified of something, though. I cannot believe that I managed to get that guy. That seems just outright impossible. I've made a bad decision. I've made a bad decision. Okay, miraculously, I'm still doing okay on keys. Okay, I think I saw a monster potion on the stage, so I'm not leaving. I've got to figure out how to collect that. Oh, it was a med kit. It was a med kit. Oh, I think I saw a monster potion too, though. I may have picked up the potion, though. This game's a lot easier when you're not... Oh, there's a potion in there. There's a lot of potions on this level. I was saying, this game's a lot easier when you're not a big dummy. These little dummies shouldn't be attacking me. I'm one of their own. Got the mystery potion. Oh, this medkit costs so many resources. And I missed a shot. You can outrun the camera. It's pretty wild. Oh no. Alright, well, I got a med kit. And I got a mystery potion. I feel like I saw a monster potion, but I don't remember. These are both in the middle-ish part. Alright, a monster potion, question mark. Is there a medkit at the bottom, too? A shockingly high percentage of my notes are just question marks. Oh my goodness. I used to like Trick or Treat, Greg says, a film from the mid-'80s. Nowadays I just listen to the title theme song though. I haven't watched anything Halloween themed yet. I'm not getting properly into the spirit of the season. Jelly and I have been watching a lot of episodes of a show called Taskmaster. It's kind of a comedy game show. There's a ton of episodes of it up on YouTube, so we've been kind of binge watching that while we sit up with the baby. Was the stage of respawning enemies are rough? Sounds like a classic Frownie stream. Definitely a 12-pack stage. How could you even finish a game without fighting the final boss? Sounds like a programming error. Yeah, I mean, it just has to do with the way... That's not supposed to be something that happens. But because you finish a level when you collect the last neighbor, you can sometimes skip a boss. Because they try to force you to fight the bosses by hiding a neighbor on the far side of the boss fight. So you have to fight the boss to get to the last one. But apparently, in some situations, the like safety neighbor that they hide behind the boss can actually die off screen. And so if that happens, there's no reason to fight the boss. I wasn't aware of that, but yeah, that happened to me. We used 11 bazooka rounds in this stage. Oh no, that's horrible. I didn't know it was so many. So this stage is obviously made for the Weed Eater, but I'm gonna go a different route, and I'm gonna use the... Oh no. I thought I was being really clever, using the invincibility instead, but it made my radar go away. I didn't think I had very much Weed Eater left, so I was thinking... Oh, a monster potion. Look at that. That's a nice find. That's just a lucky random drop. That monster potion won't always be there. Alright, well I think that's that level pretty well explored. I'll write a note that there's a monster potion in one of the plants. Maybe there's always one in one plant. But I think that was just lucky RNG. In plant at bottom right and on to level 12. I can't spell the word level. I don't know. coward. I really want to take down this UFO. I don't think anything else... Yeah, I don't think anything else hits it. It's definitely more trouble than it's worth. My goodness, it costs a lot of keys to get through here. Okay, I don't really like the shoes that much as an item, so I'm just gonna ignore those. I didn't mean to change my weapon. Burning through a lot of keys. Got a key back. Oh my goodness. It's going to cost me so much resources. That doesn't hurt him. This is going to cost me everything I have, and I still don't think it's going to happen. It would be hard enough. It would be hard enough if it were only the UFO on the map. But there's so much other garbage running around. I think that's it. I think that's the only... I think the soda is the only thing that moves at a trajectory to hit it. So I think I'm out. Ugh. Frustrating. Frustrating. I wasted all that stuff and I didn't even learn what I wanted to learn. Alright, well, I wrote a note to myself to try that again in the future. SFC... Oh no, but that's for the stage after this. I was thinking, oh, a password. I can use that password to come back here and experiment. Nope, that's not how that works. Alright, well... someday. Stage 13, here we go. It's going to take a lot to recover. It's going to take a lot to recover from the damage I did to us on that stage. There's some free bazookas. I'm going to see Terrifier 3 tomorrow, Derek says. Hopefully that's an enjoyable time for you. You know, Mile High Roll is a really big fan of those movies as well. No! And watch my health. I lost a life and I lost a neighbor. And I lost another one. Okay, there's an invincibility potion through the door on the top right. It's a med kit in the top left. Definitely want both. This is a small level. There is a very, very little real estate to this level. Uh-oh. I think that's it. I think we've already seen everything. Okay. Med kit. Top left. Invincibility potion. Through door at top right. Yeah. Yeah, I've mortally wounded this run. I've mortally wounded this run. Alright, if you'll excuse me a moment, my friends, I need to take a BRB. I need to step away and take the doggo out for a restroom break. He's due for a trip out into the yard. So if you'll excuse me for probably about 10 minutes, give or take a little bit. I'll be as quick as I can, but taking care of doggo is quite important. So I'll see you again very shortly.